Hi, I'm Tom. It is August 2nd, 2025, and I am 49 years and 50 days old. I've been thinking about purpose, like having a life purpose. And I think one of the things that we get caught up on is we think about purpose as being something we're going to discover external to ourselves. Like we're going to get out into the world and we are going to find something that we feel so strongly about, it will become the thing that our lives are about. And I think we get caught up in this as something that we must have, as opposed to something that we can have. Because as biological organisms, we've already achieved our life purpose. We exist. Basically, by being born, we've already achieved our greatest life purpose, existence. So we don't have to have another purpose. It's not that we must have another purpose. But beautifully, we can have another purpose because of the way our brains evolved and developed. We can conceive of a life purpose beyond existing. Although, when you phrase it that way, it does sound a bit much that we're going to come up with a purpose that's greater than existence. And maybe that's also one of the problems. But I think that's where we get tripped up. It's not that you must have a purpose, it's you can. It's a possibility, which is a beautiful thing. And I think this relates to the fact that we don't tend to see things as possibilities. We tend to want to only see things as opportunities. And when you don't follow through with an opportunity, it's a missed opportunity. You've failed in some way. Opportunities are meant to be pursued. There's no can about it. You must pursue opportunities, otherwise you are missing them in some way. And that's some real LinkedIn growth bullshit mindset, to perceive everything as an opportunity or only noticing things that we deem to be opportunities because they will enhance our lives in some way. And becoming obsessed with whether or not you're getting opportunities or whether you're missing them. And it's that real difference between whether something can happen, a possibility, or whether something must happen. I mean, I think a good example of this that happens to be on my mind right now for a variety of reasons, not least of all because it's Pride right now in Amsterdam, is queer love. I think some people get a little bit in the weeds about it because they think when they hear someone say, you can be attracted to anyone, or you can have relationships in this, that, or the other way, they hear you must do this. It's an opportunity, and you have to pursue it, and so they reject it because they don't want to be seen as missing opportunities. I mean, no one wants to be seen as missing opportunities, right? So rather than hearing, "Hey, dude, you can kiss another dude," they see it as, "Hey, dude, you must kiss another dude." And they don't want to be seen as an opportunity waster. And really, they shouldn't. It's very nice to kiss another guy, or it can be. I mean, kissing another guy is a lot like just kissing generally. It can be great, it can be middling, it can be terrible. So in that sense, you're kind of like rolling the dice as much as any other situation. We're getting a bit off topic. The point is, you can see how someone would get really worked up about that if they thought they were being told, or if their only mental model is that when you mention something, it's an opportunity as opposed to a possibility. I think queer love celebrates the possibilities in the world, the beautiful, infinite possibilities, in fact. And people who are quite against that, maybe it's because they hear a lot of, no, you must do these things. And maybe that's because they've had this terrible, terrible affliction to see everything as an opportunity that they don't want to miss. And no one wants to be an opportunity misser. This isn't to discount the many ways that people have tried to find meaning in their life or trying to find purpose. And certainly for a long part of my life, like still the majority of it, my existence did not feel like enough of a reason for me to be alive. And I definitely needed the idea that there was a purpose bigger than that. Or I thought I did. Because I think in my later years, and certainly now, in this moment, as I head towards 50, what's actually happened isn't that my life has a lot more purpose, although there are ways that I could say that's true. It's that I've stopped seeing the possibility of purpose as some goal that I need to move towards, some opportunity that I need to grab, and instead see it as one of the many, possibly infinite, things that can happen in a life. And because I think we are always operating on a universal scale of infinity, in which practically anything could happen. That sounds so much like the multiverse. I guess this is why the multiverse narratives are so popular. Because we're operating on that scale, if one individual thing doesn't happen, it doesn't affect me to nearly the degree it used to, up to and including having a grand unifying purpose for my life.